Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about a phenomenon of light which is reflection. You all know that the bouncing back of light after striking a particular surface is called reflection. Let us see reflection when it strikes a particular surface. We are drawing a particular surface. Say this surface M dash is a reflecting surface. This M dash surface is a reflecting surface. Suppose a particular ray of light falls on the surface. A ray of light, say A, falls on the surface at a point O. Okay. We know that this particular light, due to reflection, it is reflected back. It is reflected back at a point, say B. Okay. Now we are going to discuss several terms that we are going to go through in this reflection. Now M dash. What is M dash? It is a reflecting surface. Okay. So M dash is a reflecting surface. Very clear. On which a particular ray AO. So what is AO? AO is incident ray. It is the incident ray that falls on the point O. So what is O? O is the point of incidence. Point of incidence. And the ray which is reflected back from the surface will be called as OB, or which is the reflected ray. Now we are going more deeper. Okay. Now the particular light ray is particular incident at a point O. A particular line which is perpendicular at the point O is called normal. Is called normal, or we can say N dash. Okay, so ON is the normal at the point of incidence. So a 90 degree at the point of incidence, a 90 degree line at the point of incidence on the reflecting surface is called normal. Okay, the angle between the incident ray, and the normal is called the incident angle. So angle AON dash is the incident angle. Okay, whereas the angle between the normal and the reflected ray will be called as the angle of reflection. So angle N dash OB is the reflected ray, reflected angle. Okay, so these are the particular terms that you have to know when you are going to learn about reflection. Let us again recall what is reflection. Reflection is the bouncing back of light after striking a surface. Suppose this is a particular surface on which an incident ray falls at a point O on the surface and is reflected back. Okay, so in this particular image we can see AO to be the incident ray which falls on the reflecting surface M dash. M dash is the reflecting surface. Now the O point on the particular reflecting surface where the incident ray falls is the point of incidence. The ray which is reflected back from the metal surface or from the reflecting surface, it is OB, is called the reflected ray. Now a 90 degree line drawn at the point of incidence, okay, will be called as the normal at the point of incidence. Again, the angle between the normal and the incident ray will be called as the incident angle, and the angle between the normal and the reflected ray is called the reflected angle. Clear? Now this reflection, okay, occurs by a particular laws. Okay, we are going to discuss the laws. Okay, if you can take a screenshot, that will be okay. We are going to erase it. Okay. So what are the laws of reflection? According to the first law of reflection, it suggests that the incident ray comma reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence lie on the same plane. So you can see here the incident ray AO, the reflected ray OB and the normal ON dash, they lie on the plane of the board. So we can say, according to the first law, the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence lie on the same plane. This is the first law of reflection. Whereas the second law says that the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. That is, we know that if angle I is the angle of incidence, that must be equal to angle R according to the law of reflection. So if this particular angle between the incident ray and the normal is 45 degrees, so this angle will also be 45 degrees according to the law of reflection. If it is 50 degrees, this will also be 50 degrees. If it is 60 degrees, this will also be 60 degrees. So according to the laws of reflection, okay, we must come to the conclusion that the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence lie on the same plane. The incident ray AO, the reflected ray OB and the normal ON dash, they lie on the plane of the board. They all lie on the same plane. Whereas the second law suggests that the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Whatever the angle of incidence is, it will be equal to the angle of reflection. This is only the vital laws of reflection. Okay, now sometimes we see reflection on a surface which is plane, and also we see a reflection on a surface which is rough. We are going to see what is the reflection that is occurring on a plane and also on a particular rough surface. Okay, we know that a single light ray is called a ray of light, whereas a particular group of rays will be called as the beam of light. Now, if the beam of light are parallel, okay, we call it parallel beam of light. Okay, now we are going to discuss the reflection occurring on a plane surface and on a rough surface. The reflection on a plane surface and a rough surface will be discussed very clearly if we take a parallel beam of incidence rays. Suppose we are taking a parallel beam of incidence rays, first of all falling on a plane surface. So what we take a parallel beam of light, say a parallel beam of light, this is one ray, this is your second ray which is parallel to the first ray, and this is your third ray. Okay, now these rays that fall on a particular plane surface, this is the fourth ray we are taking. Okay, these all are parallel beam of rays. These all are parallel beam of rays. Now, if this parallel beam of rays, we can also find the normal. The normal will be the perpendicular to the plane surface. Now we will observe all the incident angle, all the incident angle are same. So over here all the incident angles for this parallel beam of light are same. Hence, according to the law of reflection, we know that the angle of incidence must be equal to the angle of reflection. So the ray of light that will be reflected back will also be parallel to each other, I hope you are getting the point. According to the law of reflection, we know that when a particular beam of light is incident, the incident angle must be equal to the reflected angle. As similar case, we can see that in case of a plane surface, when a parallel beam of light incidents on a plane surface, a parallel beam of reflected ray is observed, because all the incident angle on the plane surface are equal because they are parallel beam of rays. But when we will see in case of rough surface, we will observe that even though a parallel beam of light falls on a particular rough surface, okay, even though a parallel beam of light falls on a rough surface, their angle of incidence are not same. You can see the 90 degrees. So for this, the 90 degree will be a bit this way. For this, the angle of 90 degree will be this. For this, the angle will be this. So we will observe that the angle of incidence for the different parallel beam of light falling on a rough surface is different, and hence it will also maintain the law of reflection. The angle of incidence that must be equal to the angle of reflection. So according to the angle of reflection, the angle must be equal. So we will observe that the parallel beam of light over here that are reflected back are not parallel. They obey the law of reflection. So if these are the incident parallel beam of rays, so this will be the reflected beam. So you can observe very clearly in a rough surface, the incident angles are not same. The incident angles are not same, and hence the reflected angles are also different. So we see that a parallel beam of rays, when falls on a rough surface, it gets scattered. We don't observe a reflected parallel beam of light. But when a parallel beam of light falls on a plane surface, we observe a parallel beam of light to reflect from that surface, because all the angle of incidence are same. Over here, what happens? All the angle of incidence are not same. Hence, the angle of reflections are also different. So, this particular reflection is called regular reflection. These particular reflections are called regular reflection, whereas this particular reflection on a rough surface is called diffused reflection. So I hope this will be clear. So in this particular video we have learned that reflection is the bouncing back of light from a plane surface or a rough surface, okay, but it maintains two laws, which is the first law states the angle of incidence, the reflected angle, and the angle incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence all lie on the same plane. Whereas in the second law we have learned that the angle of incidence will be equal to the angle of reflection. When the reflection occurs in a plane surface, we will observe that a parallel beam of incidence ray will reflect a parallel beam of reflected ray. But a parallel beam of ray incident on a rough surface does not give a parallel beam of reflected rays. Over here in regular reflection, we will observe all the incident angles to be equal, and in the diffuse reflection, we will observe all the incident angle to be different, because the surface is itself rough, okay, irregular in nature. Hence, these are regular reflection and this is diffuse reflection. Clear? At our homes, we see our particular reflections in a plane mirror. What is a plane mirror? Plane mirror is a particular glass. Okay, a plane mirror is a particular glass that can have a little thickness. But if you observe a plane mirror very carefully, the surface, if this surface is the reflecting surface, in the back side you will observe a coating of silver or aluminium. Whenever you will look at a plane mirror that is giving your reflection at your home, you will observe that the front side is the reflecting surface, whereas the back side there is a color layer which is a coating of silver or aluminium. Why silver or aluminium? Mostly it is very preferably given silver. So why? Because silver is a very good reflector. Okay, silver is the best reflector. Okay, so there is a coating of silver, and as silver is very costly, sometimes we give aluminium as well. So there is a coating of silver or aluminium at the back of the plane mirror. So when we will discuss about a plane mirror, the front side is the reflecting surface, whereas back side there is a coating of silver or aluminium. When we will be representing this mirror in a particular physics, we will just discuss it in this way. We will take a straight line where we will give some dashed line in the particular portion where we will discuss that this surface is the reflecting surface and the surface that has the dashed lines is the coated surface. Okay, coated surface, the coating of silver or aluminium. Okay, let us see how we get a particular image in a particular plane mirror. Suppose we have an object. What is an object? An object is anything that is emitting light. Object is anything that is emitting light. It can emit light of its own, or it can reflect the light that is falling on them. So if it is emitting light, so we will see a particular ray of light coming from this and we will observe our image. Okay, how we see the image formation we will discuss. Suppose a ray of light is passing from the object normal into the mirror. Okay, so if the ray of light is passing normal into the mirror, the ray of light will be reflected back in the same way. But if it comes at an angle, suppose it comes at an angle over here, okay, so it will be reflected over here like this, following the angle of incidence to be equal to the angle of reflection. Moreover, if angle is reflected over here, we will observe the reflection over here. Okay, so in this case, in these two cases, these are reflections that are occurring on the plane mirror. But if we put our eye over here, okay, we will observe an image inside the particular mirror. We will observe an image inside the particular mirror. We will observe that the light rays are coming from inside. Let us extrapolate the points. We will observe that the light rays are coming from inside the mirror at a point, say, where the intersection takes place. So we will observe the image of this particular point over here. So if this is A, this will be A dash. This is the image. Image is an optical illusion of an object. Image is a optical illusion of an object. Okay, now over here we observe that a particular object that is placed over a plane mirror, okay, will be seen to be having an image inside the mirror, but inside the mirror there is no space. Okay, It is a virtual space actually. So the image that is obtained in a plane mirror is a virtual image. Okay, what is a virtual image? Image formed on a plane mirror. Image that are formed on a plane mirror is called a virtual image. Okay, virtual image means there is no particular screen for which the image needs to produce itself. Okay, no requirement of a screen. We observe a particular image of an object placed in front of a plane mirror somewhere inside the object. Moreover, we also know that the distance from the object to the plane mirror will be equal to the distance from the plane mirror to the image. Okay, so the image that does not requires any kind of screen is called a virtual image. Moreover, you will also be aware of a particular image which is called real image. Real image are obtained on screen. Sometimes when you see a projector, okay, at your school or anywhere in a cinema hall, you will see light rays coming out of the projector and hitting on a screen. Okay, so that image that is obtained on a screen is called a real image. So from this part we have learned that plane mirrors have a reflecting surface in front, whereas they have a coating of silver and aluminium that are the best reflectors that are at the back. Now when we represent a plane mirror, we give a straight line with dashed lines on one surface. The dashed line represents the coating surface and the plane surface is the reflecting surface. When you place an object in front of a plane mirror, we obtain its image inside the mirror where there is no screen, and hence is called a virtual image. Whereas real images are the images that are obtained on screen, that can be easily observed at a projector room or at a cinema hall, where we see a light rays coming out from a projector that is coming on a screen, and we can see the image on the screen. So this was it from this part of the video. In the next part we are coming more some important topics about reflection. Hope you go through the videos. If you like the videos, please give a like and please subscribe and share among your friends. Thank you.